Some of you may not know the rich history KTSM has with the tramway. It's actually named for one of our former owners. KTSM and Carl Wyler originally built the tramway in 1959 to allow station engineers to have access to the KTSM broadcast tower on Ranger Peak. As a result, it was originally called the Ranger Peak Tramway.
Mr. Wyler died in 1990, but his will laid out his wishes for what would happen to KTSM and the tramway. It was actually closed in 1986 due to high liability insurance cost. It was donated to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department in 2001 by the El Paso Community Foundation, which took ownership of KTSM and the tramway, as spelled out in that will. Parks and Wildlife renovated the tramway and reopened it to the public in 2001. Even with its ties to News Channel 9, the tramway has a very personal connection to a lot of locals. News Channel 9's Estefania Safer continues our team coverage with your responses to the sudden closure.
Our online story has more than 600 shares, hundreds of comments, and countless reactions. This tramway clearly meant a lot to people.
I think that the tramway is a really important part of our identity. Franklin Mountain State Park is huge. It's a beautiful asset that the community owns.
And El Paso knows it. Since the Wyler Tramway's closure to the public was announced, people have made it no secret they're upset.
There's a large percentage of El Pasoans who don't have the ability to hike to the top of the mountain.
But the aerial tramway made it possible. The views encompassing 3 states and 2 countries.
It's a legacy. Carl Wyler was a really strong leader in this community and cared about the quality of life of all El Pasoans. And he operated that tramway for the public and saw smiles on a lot of kids' faces during that time.
And even after. These are pictures sent from viewers of their time on the tramway. It wasn't just an attraction, but a place to make memories. One remembering it as the spot where her husband proposed. The disbelief still lingering for some, like Lauren, who wrote, "I've been there many times and it was just fine." However, those who prefer to ride on the side of caution, like Chrissy, see the closure as a blessing in disguise, saying, quote, "So glad this was discovered before a tragedy occurred." Pearson says he hopes to see this be taken up during the legislative session, helping keep Mr. Wyler's legacy and dream alive. Estefania Safer, News Channel 9.